I've been asked time and time again to make a complete guide on Process Lasso. The reason I never did before was that I was kind of skeptical, and it hit me just like any other task manager alternative. That is, until I came across this guide from Flame and seeing all the available options, I knew I had to give it a shot. So, I decided to benchmark Fortnite before any optimizations, and finally, at the end, I will benchmark it once again after using Process Lasso to get a comparison of whether it really can fix the stuttering and how much more FPS and reduced latency we can get from Process Lasso, if any at all. To keep the benchmark environment consistent, I used Fortnite's replay mode to ensure all the different variables didn't affect the benchmark, aside from Process Lasso itself, of course. Now, let's start with Process Lasso, and I will compare the before and after at the end. From here on, I suggest these slight revisions. So go to the Bitsum website link in the description and download Process Lasso by clicking the free download button. After installation, it should be running, and the interface should look something like this. Now, the very first thing you want to do inside of here is go to Options and under the CPU tab, go to ProBalance and make sure Enable ProBalance is checked. Further refinement. Now, what is ProBalance and why do we want to enable it? ProBalance is a feature that adjusts the priorities of running processes based on their CPU usage. This can be especially useful for CPU-intensive games like Fortnite. We don't just want to enable it, though. We also want to modify it to maximize performance. For the total system-wide CPU usage when adjustments should begin, the default is around 10 or 11%. We want to lower that to 9%, meaning when overall CPU usage reaches 9%, the optimizations will kick in. For per-process CPU usage when adjustments should begin, the default is around 8%. Set it to 4% for better performance. Next, for per-process CPU usage when adjustments should stop, set it to 1% for maximum impact. Other suggested refinements. To ensure system stability and maximize performance without stuttering, we need to exclude some critical Windows processes from these optimizations. For exclusions, click Set Excluded Processes and add the following: conhost x, console window host, butxe, Windows Terminal, and optionally nvim x, neovim. Once you've added these, click OK. Further adjustments. Now, go to Options again and under the Memory tab, check Enable SmartTrim. SmartTrim is a memory manager tool that helps with RAM management without affecting active applications. If you have 16 gigabytes of RAM like me, keep it enabled. To modify its behavior, go to SmartTrim Options. Set Check Every to 15 minutes, ensure Trim Working Sets is enabled, and keep the default values for other settings. Set half of your total RAM value in the standby list and system cache files. For me, 8 gigabytes, as I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. Important refinements. Next, go to SmartTrim Exclusions and add the following processes to avoid them being cleared: audiodg.exe, csrss.exe, ddum.exe, fontdirv.host.exe, elzas.exe, smss.exe, svshouse.exe, and winlogan.exe. Once added, click OK. To apply optimizations to Fortnite or another game, launch the game in the background with Process Lasso running. Once both the game and Process Lasso are running, go to Active Processes. Find the games.exe file. For Fortnite, it's Fortnite client win 64 shipping.exe. Right-click on it, go to CPU priority, and set it to high. Then right-click again, go to Power Profile, and set it to Balanced Max Performance. Finally, right-click one more time, go to More, and set Hot Throttle to No Throttle. For the custom profile, to ensure these tweaks are applied every time, create a custom profile. Go to File, Config Profile, then Create Config Profile, name it Fortnite, and click OK. Now, the Fortnite profile will be applied automatically when you run Process Lasso. All right, that wraps up this guide on using Process Lasso to optimize your system and improve gaming performance. While it might not provide a huge FPS boost, it definitely helps smooth out gameplay by reducing stuttering and minimizing FPS drops. If you're looking for a way to make your gaming experience more stable, especially in demanding games like Fortnite, Process Lasso is definitely worth trying out. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more tech tips and optimization guides. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you'd like to see more in-depth tutorials on other software. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy gaming!